Welcome back. In this module, we are going to be looking at the art of mindful spending. What does it mean to be mindful with your spending? I see it as you spending on things that are important to you, things that are in alignment with who you are and where you see yourself in the nearest future. So, let's look at the importance of having a healthy spending habit. First thing it does for you is it gives you a healthy financial life. A lot of people are in debt right now or have entered very unpleasant situations just because they could not curb their spending. They spend on frivolous things, the latest Ashwebi in town, things that they cannot afford, or they've not even learned to create boundaries around their money and say no to people that take advantage of them. You being able to spend mindfully would help you ensure that you have a healthy financial life. Another reason why you should be mindful with your spending is that it helps you achieve the financial goals that are important to you. Things that are dear to your heart, things that you want to give expression to. When you are mindful with your spending, you'll be able to spend on those things and even conserve for your short and long-term financial goals. Say, for example, it is your goal to become the first millionaire in your family. Being mindful with what comes into your hand and spending it on things that help you grow and also knowing when to conserve will help you achieve that goal faster. Another reason why you should really take your spending seriously and be mindful on what you spend on is that it helps your emotional well-being. A lot of people suffer from financial anxiety just because they seem to feel a lack of control over their finances. They earn the money and they are never able to account for where it goes just because they don't have control over their spending. So, on your journey to a healthy and fulfilling financial life, you must be able to spend in a way that aligns with who you are and where you're going. Let's look at some strategies that can help you curb spending. I know a lot of us don't intentionally spend frivolously or spend on things just because we feel like spending on it in the moment. Most times it's just, we can't help it. There is an emotional aspect of money that makes us do things sometimes that don't serve us in the long term. Now, this first strategy is my go-to strategy when it comes to curbing spending. And it has saved me from spending millions on things I would have regretted in the long term. And that is always create a delay time. So when I see a fancy purse on social media, on a celebrity I admire or a friend, and I think to myself, this will really look good on me. Instead of whipping out my ATM card immediately to pay for it, I save the post. So if you look at my account, you will see a lot of saved posts, some dating back 12 months. Creating this delay period will help you think about what you really want to spend on, instead of making a spontaneous spend just because you feel like in the moment. Trust me, it works. Another method you can use to curb spending is to always create a list. You're going shopping, you want to shop for some new items in your house, for your wardrobe, for food, whatever it is. Try and create a list in order of priority. What are the things that are important to you? When you go to the market with your list or you go to shop with your list, you have a goal, you have something to guide you, you have a compass. And most often than not, you will follow that list. And with that, you'll be able to save yourself from spending on things just because they look good on the shelf, or just because you feel like it in the moment. Another tip you can use to curb spontaneous spending is to identify your triggers. What are the things that trigger you to spend emotionally? Some people spend excessively when they are sad, and some people spend excessively when they are happy. So you have to identify your emotional triggers. Sometimes, for some people, is the feeling of inferiority that makes them spend on things that they don't exactly need, but they suddenly feel this need to compete with people that are not necessarily competing with them. So it is important for you to identify the things that trigger you to spend without regard for the consequences on your finances. Another tip that can help you curb your spending is to have a spending limit. Remember, we talked about a budgeting method earlier, which is the pay yourself first method. For me, it helps that at the beginning of the month or at the end of the month, whenever my income comes in, I transfer a fixed percentage to a savings account I don't have easy access to. That helps me to curb my spending and know that I must do all that is in my power to live within what is left for me for the month. Doing this has also helped me to stay focused on my goals, to achieve my savings and investment goals, while also enjoying what I have and feeling content with what I have. Apply these principles if in your moments of reflection or of being self-aware, you know that you do have some work to do on your spending habits. They will go a long way to help you transform the habit. Now remember, habit is formed by doing little things consistently. So, look for a pattern or something you can do consistently that will help you change that habit. I want to share with you tips that will help you make informed purchase decisions. So before you buy something, what are the things that you should go through in your mind to help you know if that thing is going to be of value to you, or if you should go for option A or option B? Let's talk about it. First tip I want to share with you is to always consider value over price. Now, that something is cheap doesn't mean it has the value that you need, or it will serve you for as long as you need. And that something is expensive doesn't mean it has the value that you need. So you must always ask yourself, is this thing valuable to me? Is it what I'm looking for? Now, there are times that people buy expensive things thinking that because it's a label or a fancy designer, it typically has more value. But when you look at maybe the quality of the product, most times you will see that you could have gotten something more affordable with higher value than that. So always consider the value. The next thing you want to do is to always do your research. Thank God it's a free market. There are many people offering that products that you're looking for. You don't have to buy from that vendor that is excessively pricey. So do your research. Shop around, even online. You can go to vendor A, vendor B, vendor C. Here they are priced for the same product. Look at customer experience. Look at what is important to you before you invest your money or before you spend your money on that thing. So research can go a long way to help you get the best product at the best price. Our mothers used to do it when they go to the market. Oftentimes, we used to find it annoying because they will go to like 3-4 vendors to price the same thing. And this is because they were trying to get the best product for the best price. Another tip for you is to do what I call budget alignment. So you look at a product and you ask yourself, is this thing in alignment with the budget I have for this month? Can I realistically afford it? If you have to go bankrupt for the month just to buy that thing, you probably cannot afford it. So ask yourself, is this in alignment with the structure I've created for myself in my finances? Another strategy you can use to improve your purchase decisions is to avoid sale pressure. Every scroll online now, on your socials now, there's a product flashing through your screen. So it is important for you to build a level of immunity to this sale pressure. There are vendors that will offer you juicy deals, 50% off, 30% off. At the end of the day, you still have to pay 70%. So you have to consider that. Avoid sale pressure. Always ask yourself, do I really need this? And do I need it now? And what am I going to sacrifice if I buy this now? By the time you answer these questions in your mind, you'll be able to determine if this is a purchase you have to make now, if it is a purchase that you need at all, or if it is a purchase that can wait. I'm sure with these strategies, you're well equipped to spend mindfully. Let's talk about insurance. Insurance is a topic that a lot of Nigerians or Africans in general don't take serious enough. I have heard people say getting insurance would mean they don't have faith. And as much as I understand that you're a faith-filled person and you hold on to your strong religious beliefs, you must also understand that having enough security in your finances is a smart decision to make. Now, what are the things that insurance would do for you? First, it will give you security. The security that comes with insurance is amazing. Getting health insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, property insurance, all this will help provide security in your finances. It will help protect you from unforeseen circumstances that can disrupt your financial life without warning. The next reason why you should definitely get insurance is that it gives you peace of mind. Some time ago, a friend of mine got a new car. It was a major win for him. He was smart enough to get insurance for the car because without thinking he would ever experience an accident in his life, he was in a very ghastly accident. This car was totally ruined. But he wasn't worried because he had insurance covering on the car. Within a few months, he was able to get an insurance claim that replaced the car for him. That is the power of insurance. So it gives you peace of mind when you have things that you care about, when you acquire new things. You have businesses, you have assets that are worth millions of naira or even thousands of naira. It gives you that peace of mind, knowing that you have covering should anything happen to what you've purchased. What are the types of insurance you should really consider? Top of the list, health insurance. Health is wealth. I remember some time ago that I felt really ill. My priority shifted. I couldn't even think about any to-do list, any goals, any responsibilities that I had. My singular focus was to get better. Most times we focus all our energy in working. We don't pay enough attention to our health. One way you can protect your health and ensure that should anything happen, you have enough covering is to get health insurance. Health insurance can save you from heavy medical bill, unforeseen health emergencies that you never thought could happen, either to you or to your loved one. This is the point where I have to mention again that you getting insurance or health insurance doesn't make you a pessimistic person or somebody that is expecting evil to happen. You get insurance just in case, and it is a smart way to go. Another form of insurance you should definitely get is auto insurance, especially if you have a car, because auto insurance is for car owners. This protects you while you're driving and protects other road users like yourself. There are a lot of unexpected things that can happen when you're driving on the road. We all pray for safety and hope for safety. It is for that same safety's sake that you should get auto insurance, because it doesn't only protect you, it protects other drivers and road pliers like yourself. Another form of insurance you can consider is property insurance or homeowner insurance, especially when you own a property that you live in. There are many things that can happen that are outside of your control. So it is a smart move to get insurance to protect the property that you care about and that you've worked hard to acquire. Do you know there's something called disability insurance? And this is to protect you should anything happen to you while you are delivering your task at your place of work. It can also extend to covering you in case of sudden job loss. So, it will provide support, financial support during this period. Another form of insurance is life insurance, which provides financial support to your dependents should anything happen to you and you're no longer here. So there are different types of insurance you can get to protect the things you care about and those you care about. You can visit the link showing somewhere on the screen to explore the different insurance options that are available for you at Leadway Assurance. In this module, we've touched on some important aspects of your financial life. Spending mindfully, knowing how to spend on things that are really important to you, and not just on anything you see around just because you feel like it's in the moment. Exploring the importance of having insurance and how you can gain access to it, which we shared the link on that during the course of that module. And I'm sure that you've learned so much about how to protect yourself better with insurance and how to spend mindfully. You are one step closer to achieving a very stable financial life. Well done.